Imagine for a moment, if you will, the possibility that Edgar Cayce, widely revered as America's most extraordinary psychic and a profound visionary, unearthed a secret so astonishingly potent, so deeply transformative, that it possesses the power to fundamentally remap the very coordinates of your financial future. And all it might take is the strategic placement of a single, unassuming object right within the heart of your own living room. Don't wander off, because the revelations I'm about to unveil are poised to utterly dismantle and reconstruct every preconceived notion you've ever held about wealth accumulation, the elusive nature of true prosperity, and the unseen, often overlooked currents that subtly orchestrate the ebb and flow of your personal financial tides. Edgar Cayce's insights on wealth. Let's delve deeper into the extraordinary legacy of Edgar Cayce, affectionately known as the Sleeping Prophet, a man who, during his remarkable lifetime, delivered an astonishing catalog of over 14,000 psychic readings, touching countless lives with his profound insights. Yet, here lies a truly startling truth that largely eludes public awareness. Meticulously interwoven within the vast tapestry of his prophetic pronouncements were exceptionally precise, almost blueprint-like instructions. These weren't just vague suggestions, but rather clear directives on how the very architecture and energetic resonance of our personal living environments, particularly our homes, exert an undeniable, direct influence on what he termed our wealth consciousness. And today, with an unwavering commitment to clarity, I'm poised to pull back the curtain and disclose the singular, transformative object that Edgar Cayce explicitly indicated holds the latent power to not merely trickle, but to spectacularly open the floodgates of boundless abundance within any dwelling. But before we venture further into this fascinating revelation, permit me to pose a few intensely personal questions designed to resonate with your own lived experience. Are you perpetually exhausted by the seemingly endless, relentless treadmill of monthly bills, watching them pile up with disheartening regularity? Does it often feel as if prosperity, once seemingly within your grasp, possesses an almost ethereal quality, constantly slipping through your fingers like fine grains of sand or, indeed, fresh water, no matter how tightly you try to clench your fist around it? And despite your unyielding dedication, your tireless efforts, does that elusive financial breakthrough, that moment of true liberation and expansive growth, persistently hover just beyond your reach, an exasperating mirage on the horizon? If any of these scenarios strike a chord, if you find yourself nodding in weary agreement, then brace yourself, for the astonishing truths Edgar Cayce uncovered regarding the subtle, yet incredibly potent, energetic blueprint of our homes are guaranteed to send a jolt through your understanding. The living room as the financial nerve center. Why, you might wonder, is this particular object so crucial? It's because, drawing directly from the profound insights contained within Cayce's voluminous readings, your living room transcends its conventional role as merely a space for passive television viewing or polite guest entertainment. Edgar Cayce, with his unparalleled intuitive clarity, unequivocally revealed that this central hub of your dwelling functions as nothing less than the financial nerve center of your entire home. He articulated with striking precision that the very energetic currents, the unseen vitality, constantly circulating through this specific area profoundly and directly dictate your intrinsic capacity to not only magnetize and attract wealth into your life, but crucially, to effectively hold on to it, and perhaps most importantly, to multiply it exponentially. And now, prepare for a revelation that will quite possibly shatter your preconceived notions and absolutely astound you. According to the meticulous documentation within Edgar Cayce's readings, an astonishingly high figure, a staggering 90 of persistent financial struggles, the very challenges that plague so many households, can be precisely pinpointed and traced back to the insidious presence of just 6 specific energy blocks nestled within the living room. Picture these not as physical obstacles, but rather as powerful, invisible barriers, operating like energetic force fields, literally repelling the inflow of prosperity and, tragically, perpetuating cycles of entrenched lack that ensnare families in a frustrating, seemingly inescapable loop. However, before I proceed to meticulously peel back the layers and definitively unveil precisely what these 6 potent energy blocks are, and, even more critically, how you can systematically dismantle and eliminate them from your space, I have a vital and deeply meaningful request for you. It's an action designed to attune your own energetic frequency to what's coming. Please take a moment to engage with this content by commenting below with this powerful affirmation. A sacred declaration that Edgar Cayce himself not only recommended but championed. I am ready to receive abundance. I welcome prosperity into my life now. And as you do, I urge you to also hit that like button and subscribe to this channel, because the profound insights I am poised to deliver in the moments ahead possess the very real capacity to not just tweak, but to fundamentally and irrevocably alter the entire financial trajectory, the very destiny of your family for generations to come. The power of the living room's energy. Edgar Cayce, with his characteristic profound wisdom, articulated a truth in reading 16,887 that resonates deeply across time. The home is the temple of the soul, and the living room is where the soul either soars or suffers. Consider this: your dwelling isn't merely a structure of bricks and mortar, it's an energetic sanctuary, a sacred space where your deepest self resides and evolves. And within this sanctuary, the living room serves as the spiritual barometer. Intriguingly, what Cayce intuitively grasped decades ago, modern neuroscientific research and environmental psychology are now unequivocally confirming. Our immediate surroundings possess an astonishing power to directly program and imprint our subconscious mind, shaping its default settings for either triumphant success or debilitating failure. When your living room is meticulously tuned, when it resonates with the precise, harmonious energy Cayce spoke of, he uncovered that 3 truly miraculous phenomena unfurl with remarkable predictability. First, without conscious effort, your mind undergoes an automatic, profound alignment with what he termed abundance consciousness, recalibrating your entire perspective. Second, you'll begin to notice an almost magnetic pull, inexplicably attracting serendipitous opportunities and advantageous circumstances that, just moments before, might have appeared utterly fantastical or entirely out of reach. And then, the third and arguably most breathtaking transformation occurs. Resources, often in the form of actual money, begin to flow into your life through the most unexpected, novel channels, almost as if the very fabric of the universe itself is actively conspiring, orchestrating events to deliver wealth directly to your doorstep. Conversely, however, when your living room is unfortunately burdened with the presence of these aforementioned negative energy blocks, these unseen anchors that drag down its vibrational frequency, Edgar Cayce issued a stark and unequivocal warning. Precisely the antithesis of prosperity manifests. As detailed within the profound depths of Cayce's readings, a living room permeated by such energetic obstructions gives rise to a debilitating condition he poignantly termed prosperity paralysis. In this detrimental state, your subconscious mind is insidiously reprogrammed, not for expansion, but for an ingrained belief in chronic lack. It's a subtle but powerful shift. What follows is a disheartening cascade of events promising opportunities, once seemingly within grasp, inexplicably vanish as if swallowed by an unseen void. Vital connections fail to materialize, and you find yourself inexplicably mired, trapped within persistent, deeply entrenched patterns of financial struggle that, despite your most fervent efforts, feel utterly impossible to disentangle or break free from. But here is the profound glimmer of hope, the silver lining in this cloudy forecast. Edgar Cayce, ever the visionary and healer, didn't just diagnose the problem, he meticulously provided the antidote, the precise solution. And that transformative journey towards financial liberation commences with the conscious avoidance of these 6 absolutely critical, prosperity-destroying mistakes. 6 wealth-destroying mistakes. Edgar Cayce, with his characteristic foresight, delivered a timeless axiom in reading 207210: never turn your back on opportunity, for it may not return. This isn't merely a philosophical musing, it's a foundational principle for attracting abundance. And yet, with a disconcerting frequency, millions upon millions of individuals across the globe, entirely oblivious to the profound implications of their actions, unwittingly transgress this very sacred principle, day in and day out, right within the seemingly innocuous confines of their own living rooms. Prepare yourself, for we are about to unveil the initial and perhaps most deceptively simple of these wealth-destroying mistakes and oversight that can subtly yet devastatingly sabotage your financial ascent. Mistake 1: the Bacto Opportunity Positioning. Mistake 1, which Cayce termed the Bacto Opportunity Positioning, is a subtle yet pervasive error. Edgar Cayce, through his profound intuitive gifts, uncovered a startling truth when the primary seating arrangement in your living room, think of your sofa or main armchairs, is positioned so that it directly faces away from the main entrance of your home. You are, quite literally and energetically, presenting your back to the incoming tide of blessings. In his meticulous readings, he elucidated that the front door isn't merely a point of entry, it is, in his own powerful nomenclature, the mouth of prosperity, serving as the principal vital conduit through which the very essence of abundance, opportunity, and favorable circumstances flow into your dwelling. Yet, Cayce, a crucial layer of Cayce's wisdom that contemporary psychology is only now beginning to fully comprehend and validate: when you habitually occupy a seat with your back vulnerably exposed to the main entry point, your autonomic nervous system unconsciously registers a subtle yet persistent sense of insecurity. This triggers a low-level, chronic state of subtle alertness or mild stress. This primal stress response, operating beneath the radar of your conscious mind, inadvertently erects an invisible psychological barrier, fundamentally inhibiting your innate capacity to openly receive, recognize, and seize burgeoning opportunities as they present themselves. According to Edgar Cayce, the remedy for this energetic misalignment is deceptively simple, yet monumentally powerful: reorient your primary seating so it either directly faces the entrance or, at a bare minimum, ensures you possess a clear, unobstructed line of sight to it. Should the architectural constraints or layout of your living room render this direct adjustment impractical, Edgar Cayce thoughtfully recommended an ingenious symbolic workaround: strategically place a mirror so that it reflects the entrance, thereby visually and energetically restoring your vital connection to the ceaseless stream of incoming opportunities. But hold that thought, because that crucial insight is merely the tip of the iceberg. Cayce then went on to identify another insidious presence, something far more perilous, lurking unnoticed within countless living rooms, an object capable of literally arresting the very continuum of time and, consequently, freezing the vibrant flow of your inherent prosperity. Mistake 2: the time stopper that freezes your fortune. Now, let's turn our attention to mistake 2, ominously dubbed the time stopper that freezes your fortune. Edgar Cayce, with his unparalleled grasp of metaphysical principles, declared a profound truth: time is the currency of the universe, and when time stops, abundance stops. This isn't merely a poetic statement, it's a stark warning. In reading 37442, Cayce issued a specific, unequivocal caution against the seemingly innocent act of harboring broken or non-functioning timepieces within the sacred confines of your home. According to the meticulously documented insights from Edgar Cayce's readings, a stopped clock doesn't merely present an inaccurate display of the hour, its inert hands and silent mechanism actively transmit a potent, insidious message directly to your subconscious mind. It's a subliminal whisper that declares progress has been arrested, that forward momentum is inexorably blocked, that your inherent capacity for financial growth, expansion, and evolution is, quite literally, held captive, frozen in an unmoving moment. Edgar Cayce's observations revealed a disturbing pattern: families whose living rooms contained these dormant time capsules consistently found themselves entangled in what he termed cyclical poverty, repeating, frustrating patterns of financial struggle and stagnation that defied any rational, logical explanation. The prescriptive remedy Edgar Cayce offered for this energy drain is not just advisable, it is profoundly urgent: immediately remove or diligently repair any timepiece that has ceased its rhythmic pulse. Understand this: for every single moment that a broken clock or watch languishes idly in your living room, its silent presence is actively, relentlessly programming your subconscious for debilitating stagnation instead of dynamic growth. But prepare yourself, for the revelations don't end there. What I'm about to unveil as the third profound mistake is so astonishing, so counterintuitive, that it reportedly sent shockwaves even through the ranks of Edgar Cayce's most seasoned and devoted followers. Mistake 3, the structural betrayal that weakens your foundation. We now arrive at mistake 3, the structural betrayal that weakens your foundation. In reading 19811, Edgar Cayce articulated a profound parallel that underscores this critical oversight. As the walls protect the body, so must they protect the prosperity of the home. This isn't merely decorative advice, it speaks to the very integrity of your dwelling as an energetic container for your abundance. Cayce's remarkable insights revealed that structural imperfections, specifically visible cracks or any form of significant damage to your living room walls, are not just aesthetic blemishes. Rather, they actively create what he termed energy fractures. Imagine these as subtle, yet potent, energetic fissures that not only allow vital life force to leak out, but also profoundly destabilize the entire financial foundation of a household. It's akin to having a beautifully crafted vase that, despite its potential, has a hairline crack, slowly but surely allowing its precious contents to seep away. Edgar Cayce graphically illustrated this danger, stating that residing within a home adorned with such compromised walls is precisely like attempting to construct a magnificent mansion upon a constantly shifting, fractured fault line. The underlying instability inevitably undermines every attempt at lasting growth and secure financial standing. Imagine, if you will, the ceaseless struggle of attempting to hold water in a broken vessel. No matter the torrent of abundance that might valiantly strive to flow towards you, it tragically, inevitably, leaks away through these energetic breaks in your very environment. It's a phenomenon acutely observed in countless homes. Families residing within structurally compromised spaces consistently found themselves grappling with a perplexing pattern of unexplained financial losses, a relentless barrage of sudden, unforeseen expenses, and a maddening, persistent inability to build lasting wealth. They felt as though they were constantly treading water, never truly gaining ground. Yet, according to the profound teachings of Edgar Cayce, the renowned sleeping prophet, the act of repairing these physical breaks isn't merely about mending walls or patching a roof. It performs a far more profound function. It seals the energetic container that holds your prosperity, transforming a sieve into a vessel capable of retaining and accumulating blessings. And now, prepare yourself, for this is precisely where Edgar Cayce's insights become truly fascinating, almost startling in their revelation. He unearthed a truth that challenges conventional wisdom, discovering that one of the most pervasive and seemingly innocuous modern decorating trends is, in fact, a hidden wealth destroyer, subtly eroding financial well-being from within. This brings us to mistake 4, the reflection trap that bounces away your blessings. Edgar Cayce issued a solemn warning in reading 57486, a pronouncement that echoes with timeless wisdom. Mirrors multiply energy, but they do not discriminate between blessing and burden. How profoundly impactful is that statement? While countless individuals mistakenly believe that the strategic placement of large mirrors will magically expand prosperity, creating an illusion of grandeur and affluence, Edgar Cayce's deep dives into the subconscious revealed a contrary, almost paradoxical truth. They can actually, energetically, reflect your wealth right out of the room, scattering potential opportunities and resources into the ether. His readings further elaborate, explaining that the presence of mirrors positioned directly behind your main seating areas doesn't foster a sense of spaciousness. Instead, it cultivates a pervasive subconscious unease. Your mind, a vigilant sentinel even when you believe you're at rest, is constantly processing the reflected movement happening just out of your direct line of sight. This incessant, subliminal activity creates a subtle yet persistent mental static, actively preventing the deep relaxation necessary for abundance to truly take root in your consciousness. Can you imagine trying to meditate or find peace when your mind is perpetually on guard? Cayce, ever the pragmatist, recommended a more strategic mirror placement. Position them thoughtfully to reflect uplifting elements such as vibrant, living plants or inspiring artwork, drawing their positive energy into the space, rather than allowing them to starkly dominate the main living space and, in doing so, dominate your energetic field. The fifth mistake Edgar Cayce identified is perhaps the most emotionally challenging for many, touching upon the delicate balance between remembrance and living. Yet, grasping its profound implications could unlock trapped abundance in your home, releasing a flow that has been subtly stifled. This is mistake 5, the love that blocks new blessings. With a voice imbued with deep compassion, Edgar Cayce declared, "Honor the departed in sacred space, but let the living space serve the living." In a multitude of his readings, he gently, yet firmly, elucidated a crucial distinction. While the profound love and reverence we hold for deceased family members is undeniably beautiful and deeply human, the act of displaying their photos prominently in the main living area can, unconsciously, anchor the space in past energy rather than future possibility. It's not about disrespect, it's about energetic alignment. According to Edgar Cayce's insights, the living room, as the heart of the home, ought to radiate forward-moving energy, a palpable sense of vitality, unwavering hope, and eager anticipation of good things to come. When this pivotal space inadvertently transforms into a shrine to loss, however well-intentioned, it subtly, unconsciously programs the family for dwelling in past sorrows and unfulfilled dreams, rather than dynamically embracing new opportunities and the joyous potential of the present moment. Cayce wisely suggested creating a dedicated remembrance area, perhaps a quiet nook or a personal study, where cherished memories can be lovingly honored, while deliberately keeping the living room focused on celebrating life in its vibrant immediacy and, critically, welcoming abundance with open arms. And now, brace yourself for the sixth and arguably most destructive mistake Edgar Cayce identified: a subtle, insidious force that has the power to poison the very air you breathe with anti-prosperity energy. This is mistake 6, the words that curse your wealth. Edgar Cayce, understanding the profound power of spoken sound, declared, "Words are living things. They continue to vibrate long after they are spoken. Think about the reverberations of a bell or a musical note. Words, too, carry an energetic signature that persists." In reading 26278, he issued a particularly stark warning concerning the inherent danger of harsh words spoken in the home's central gathering space, most typically the living room. According to his comprehensive readings, arguments and conflicts aired within the living room do not merely wound relationships, they quite literally embed negative vibrations into the very fabric of the space, into the walls, the furniture, the invisible atmosphere. These toxic energy patterns possess a remarkable tenacity, continuing to subtly influence the space long after the argument has seemingly ended, creating what Cayce ominously termed prosperity poison in the home. He discovered through his readings that families who were prone to consistently arguing in their living rooms experienced a perplexing and ongoing financial instability, a struggle that persisted even when their external circumstances should, by all logical measures, have demonstrably improved. The profound remedy Edgar Cayce prescribed involves a dual approach, both prevention and cleansing. This means consciously keeping conflicts out of the living space, reserving it for harmony and positive interaction, and diligently employing specific techniques to clear accumulated negative energy, essentially detoxifying the home's energetic environment. The prosperity vessel now, while the diligent removal of these 6 formidable blocks is undeniably crucial for paving the way to a more prosperous existence, Edgar Cayce's remarkable discoveries revealed that clearing obstacles is only half the equation. To truly, comprehensively transform your financial destiny, to move beyond mere absence of negativity into active abundance, you need to deliberately install what he called the abundance anchor. In a particularly compelling reading, 57493, Edgar Cayce unveiled something profoundly significant, a piece of esoteric wisdom that has remained tantalizingly hidden from the public for decades, awaiting rediscovery. He pinpointed a specific object that, when meticulously prepared according to ancient principles and then placed correctly within the home, acts as what he described as a literal magnet for divine abundance. Edgar Cayce gave this potent object a fitting name, the prosperity vessel. But hey race, what truly distinguishes Edgar Cayce's prosperity vessel from virtually every other abundance tool or charm you may have encountered? While the vast majority of prosperity objects are primarily designed with the singular purpose of attracting wealth, Edgar Cayce's profound insight revealed that the real, persistent problem for most people isn't attracting money, it's adeptly keeping it. His prosperity vessel, therefore, doesn't just draw abundance into your life. According to the depths of his readings, it ingeniously creates an energetic wealth reservoir, a sacred, protective container that actively prevents prosperity from flowing back out of your life, ensuring its retention and growth. Edgar Cayce, with his characteristic blend of spiritual and practical wisdom, famously said, "Thoughts are things, and vessels hold both matter and intention." He grasped a fundamental truth that by carefully creating a physical container specifically programmed for abundance, infused with focused intent, you effectively provide your subconscious mind a tangible anchor for wealth consciousness. It's a constant, silent declaration of your abundant state. According to Edgar Cayce's readings, the inherent power of the prosperity vessel lies not merely in the object itself, as if it were a passive trinket, but profoundly in how it's meticulously prepared, in the intentional selection and arrangement of each component. Every single element added to this vessel must carry specific vibrational significance, contributing to its overall energetic resonance. First, Edgar Cayce instructed to include a bright new coin, not as a piece of currency in itself, but rather as a potent symbol of the endless circulation of divine abundance. The coin, he specified, must be shiny and impeccably clean, an embodiment of the fresh, untainted flow of prosperity into your life, always renewing, always vibrant. Second, Edgar Cayce strongly recommended cinnamon, a spice he affectionately referred to as the spice of prosperity. In his readings, he elucidated that cinnamon inherently carries the vibrational frequency of warmth, attraction, and protect-iona synergistic trifecta that makes it an absolutely perfect abundance magnet, drawing in and safeguarding your financial well-being. Third, Edgar Cayce specifically pinpointed yellow citron crystal, bestowing upon it the title of the merchant stone of divine favor. He explained that citron doesn't simply act as a monetary attractant, its unique energy actively maintains the mental clarity needed to make wise, discerning financial decisions. It's about intelligent wealth management, not just passive attraction. But hold on, for here lies the most powerful element within this sacred vessel. Edgar Cayce unearthed a written affirmation, but not just any collection of words. Edgar Cayce unequivocally stated that the affirmation must be crafted in the present tense, as if the abundance already unequivocally exists. Instead of the common, aspirational phrase, "I want wealth," Edgar Cayce provided precise instruction. The affirmation should be a powerful declaration. "I am living in wealth and divine abundance now." This isn't wishful thinking, it's a profound, energetic statement of present reality. Placement of the prosperity vessel. Now, we come to the placement secret that Edgar Cayce said makes all the difference, the culminating piece of this intricate puzzle. Edgar Cayce precisely identified what he called the prosperity corner, a highly specific, energetically charged area within your living room that serves as the primary wealth receiver for your entire home. According to Edgar Cayce's detailed readings, this auspicious corner is consistently located in the southeastern section of your living room. He explained, with the wisdom of one who understood unseen energetic currents, this area naturally aligns with the energy of growth, expansion, and financial increase. It's not arbitrary, it's deeply attuned to universal principles. Edgar Cayce further elucidated that when your carefully prepared prosperity vessel sits purposefully in this corner, it doesn't just rest there, it actively creates what he called a vortex of abundance, an incredibly powerful, swirling energy field that continuously draws wealth-building opportunities into your life. Imagine a gentle but persistent current, pulling in favorable circumstances and unexpected pathways to prosperity. But a crucial detail remains: the exact positioning matters. Edgar Cayce. The teachings suggested the vessel should be positioned at a height where it gracefully meets the eye, effortlessly visible yet never imposing or demanding attention. This intentional placement allows it to silently observe the rhythm and pulse of daily existence, a quiet witness to the ebb and flow of life, all while serving as a powerful anchor for the deeply held intention of prosperity. A real-life tapestry woven with abundance to truly illustrate the profound impact of these principles. Let me paint a vivid picture of Sarah's journey. Sarah, a resilient single mother, found herself caught in a suffocating web of debt, a relentless tide threatening to pull her under. She juggled 3 demanding jobs, her days a blur of exhausting shifts, merely to keep the most basic bills at bay. Her spirit, though strong, felt increasingly worn. It was at this critical juncture that she stumbled upon Edgar Cayce's profound teachings, particularly the concept of the prosperity vessel. With a newfound flicker of hope, she meticulously followed his instructions, preparing her vessel with a reverence that felt almost sacred, infusing it with her deepest desires for financial freedom. She then carefully positioned it in the southeastern corner of her modest living room, a space Cayce's readings often highlighted as a potent energy nexus for growth and abundance. The transformation that unfolded was nothing short of remarkable, a testament to the power of aligned intention and action. Within a mere 6 weeks, a surprising email landed in her inbox, bearing the news of an unexpected promotion at her primary job role with significantly increased responsibilities and, crucially, a much-needed boost in salary. Just 3 months later, as if guided by an invisible hand, she discovered a side business opportunity that resonated deeply with her inherent talents and passions, allowing her to leverage skills she already possessed but had never truly valued as a source of income. By the 6-month mark, the oppressive weight of her credit card debt had been completely lifted, a burden dissolved into the past. For the first time in years, she wasn't just surviving, she was thriving, systematically setting aside savings, building a financial foundation that had once seemed an impossible dream. But Sarah's narrative is not an isolated miracle, it is a single thread in a vast tapestry. Thousands of families, wrestling with their own financial challenges, have found solace and transformation through Edgar Cayce's timeless wisdom. The true magic, you see, isn't solely within the physical object itself, the vessel, however beautifully crafted or symbolically charged. No, the real key, the undeniable catalyst, is the profound consciousness shift that ripples through your being when you consciously choose to align your personal living space with the universal principles of prosperity that Cayce so clearly illuminated. It's about more than just placing an item, it's about shifting your entire paradigm. Your home, an echo of your soul's deepest intentions. Why is this alignment so potent? Because here lies a profound truth that Edgar Cayce grasped with crystalline clarity. A truth that countless others regrettably overlook. Your home is far more than just a roof over your head, a collection of walls and furniture. According to his extensive readings, it is, in essence, a living, breathing, physical extension of your soul's deepest intentions. Every single object you choose to bring into it, every corner you arrange, every surface you adorn, acts as either a powerful support system or an insidious saboteur to your most cherished desires for abundance, well-being, and profound prosperity. Does your environment elevate you, or does it subtly drain your energy, holding you captive in a state of scarcity? As Cayce himself so eloquently stated, the universe responds to decisive action taken with pure intention. This isn't a passive philosophy, it's an active call to arms. The extraordinary opportunity to rewrite your financial destiny, to infuse it with vibrant wealth and boundless possibility, rests squarely in your hands at this very moment. But, like all genuine opportunities for growth and transformation, It demands more than just contemplation, it requires deliberate, courageous action. Why not seize this very day as your starting point? Begin by consciously identifying and eliminating the 6 insidious wealth-blocking mistakes that Edgar Cayce meticulously uncovered, common pitfalls that unwittingly divert the flow of abundance. Then, with newfound clarity and purpose, meticulously prepare your prosperity vessel, following his precise instructions, and lovingly place it in that powerful southeastern corner of your home. Will you answer the call? A sacred pause for manifestation before you continue. Let us take a conscious breath, a sacred pause, and together, forge something truly extraordinary, a potent moment of manifestation. Right here, right now, in this luminous instant, you possess the incredible power to harmonize your thoughts, your deepest intentions, and your vibrating energy with the very essence of abundance itself. And Edgar Cayce, widely revered as one of the most insightful spiritual teachers and mystics of the 20th century, bestowed upon humanity a deceptively simple, yet utterly transformative instrument to help you achieve precisely this: the affirmation. Cayce's recommended affirmation for inviting prosperity into your life is a masterclass in elegant simplicity. Resonating with a profound truth: I welcome abundance into my life now. Merely writing these words down, or even uttering them aloud, is no trivial act. It is a powerful, conscious declaration, a deliberate shift in the very architecture of your mindset. You are, in essence, sending a clear, unambiguous message to the vast, responsive intelligence of the universe: I am ready. Ready to receive the blessings that await me, ready to grow beyond my current limitations, and ready to wholeheartedly embrace the rich, fulfilling life I was always meant to live. This isn't merely optimistic fantasy or idle wishful thinking. No, this is a precise, deliberate alignment with the immutable, universal laws that govern prosperity. Each time you consciously repeat this affirmation, you are not just speaking words, you are planting a vibrant seed of intention deep within the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And like any precious seed, it yearns for nourishment to blossom into its full glory. Your unwavering focus, your unshakable belief, and your inspired actions become the life-giving sunlight, the vital water, and the nutrient-rich soil that empower that seed to sprout, flourish, and ultimately yield a bountiful harvest. Consider this present moment not as an endpoint, but as the thrilling first step of an epic journey, a journey where the ultimate destination transcends mere financial wealth, expanding into a far richer, deeper, and more profoundly meaningful life experience. Abundance, a symphony beyond the clink of coins. Edgar Cayce, with his unparalleled breadth of spiritual insight, frequently emphasized that abundance is a concept far grander and more expansive than the narrow confines of monetary wealth alone. For him, true abundance was a magnificent, multifaceted gem, encompassing vibrant health that pulses with vitality, deeply nourishing relationships that enrich the soul, boundless creativity that fuels innovation, profound spiritual growth that elevates consciousness, and that most elusive of treasures, the profound peace of mind that arises from living in harmonious alignment with both the natural rhythms of the earth and the higher spiritual laws of the cosmos. By consciously inviting and welcoming abundance into your life, you aren't just opening a single door, you are flinging wide the gates to all these interconnected aspects, initiating a beautiful ripple effect that has the power to transform, uplift, and illuminate every single area of your existence. So, if this message has resonated with you, if it has gently nudged your awareness and illuminated new pathways of possibility, please do not hold this wisdom captive. Share it generously with someone in your life who you sense is yearning to hear it today. For sometimes, the right message, delivered at precisely the right moment, can ignite a spark of change in someone's life that feels nothing short of miraculous, setting them on an entirely new trajectory. We invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and activate that notification bell, ensuring that both you and those you cherish can continue to delve deeper into these timeless principles of prosperity that Edgar Cayce so diligently uncovered through decades of his profound readings. These extraordinary teachings possess an inherent power to not only dramatically improve your financial landscape, but to utterly reshape your entire life experience, gently yet firmly guiding you toward a state of profound fulfillment on every conceivable level. Aligning with the cosmic orchestration of universal principles, the bedrock of Edgar Cayce's teachings on prosperity rests firmly upon the unshakable idea that abundance is not a capricious twist of fate. It is not a random roll of the dice, nor is it merely a fortunate inheritance, or the simple byproduct of circumstance. Crucially, it is also not solely the grueling outcome of relentless hard work, though effort certainly plays its part. Instead, Cayce consistently underscored the paramount importance of alignment, a multi-layered resonance with universal principles, a harmonious arrangement of your immediate living environment, a clear and focused alignment of your thoughts and intentions, and, finally, a decisive alignment of your actions with your deepest, highest purpose. When all these essential elements coalesce and begin to work in concert, like a perfectly tuned orchestra, opportunities that once seemed utterly elusive begin to emerge with an almost magical synchronicity. Situations that previously appeared impenetrable, dead ends on a hopeless path, suddenly reveal unexpected openings, like a hidden door swinging inward. Connections you never anticipated materialize precisely when they are most needed, flowing effortlessly into your life, and vital resources gravitate toward you naturally, without the need for forced effort, strenuous struggle, or exhausting pursuit. As Cayce himself articulated in one of his most revered readings on the subject of prosperity, the seed of abundance lies dormant in every soul, waiting for the right conditions to bloom. This metaphor is not just poetic, it is profoundly instructive. Cultivating your inner garden of abundance, consider your home not just as a dwelling, but as the meticulously prepared garden of your life. Your fervent intention serves as the life-giving water, and your decisive action becomes the nourishing sunlight. Picture your life as this vibrant garden. The soil beneath your feet is inherently rich, teeming with untapped potential, a fertile ground ready to burst forth with life. Yet, it will remain stubbornly unproductive, a landscape of unfulfilled promise, unless you actively, consciously, and consistently cultivate it. Your thoughts and intentions, those quiet whispers of desire and belief, are the vital water that infuses every particle of that soil, carrying sustenance to every hidden root. Your actions, born from conscious choice and inspired by your higher purpose, are the radiant sunlight that coaxes life into being, drawing forth green shoots and vibrant blossoms. And your environment, the sanctuary you inhabit, the energetic currents you permit to flow, the people you choose to surround yourself with, this is the very fertile ground upon which everything else depends. When all these interconnected factors converge and work in symphony, abundance doesn't just passively happen to you. No, it grows organically, beautifully, and with a comforting predictability, much like a well-tended garden yields its fruit in season. You might find yourself pondering, how then do I meticulously create these optimal conditions for abundance to flourish? The illuminating answer lies in the art of intentional living. Begin, as all true transformation does, with your mind. Make it a daily ritual to affirm, with deep conviction, I welcome abundance into my life now. Don't merely recite the words, truly feel them. Let them resonate in every cell of your being. Visualize it with crystalline clarity. Imagine yourself living vibrantly, experiencing the expansive freedom, the unleashed creativity, and the boundless opportunities that an abundant life naturally attracts. Then, crucially, translate that inner vision into outer action. Align your daily habits, your aspirational goals, and your immediate environment with the very prosperity you wish to manifest. Begin by simplifying your surroundings, letting go of anything that no longer serves your highest good, shedding the clutter that suffocates energetic flow. Actively nurture positive, uplifting relationships that elevate your spirit. And, perhaps most powerfully, cultivate a deep, abiding sense of gratitude for everything you already possess. Cayce profoundly believed that gratitude is not just a pleasant emotion, it is a critical, magnetic element in the dynamic flow of abundance. It acts as a powerful key unlocking your mind and, to receive even more, to truly open its chambers to the torrent of blessings that await. The role of your environment: consider the silent, often overlooked architects of your reality, your home, your workspace, even the curated digital spaces you inhabit daily. These arenas play not just a subtle, but a profoundly powerful role in shaping your experience of prosperity. Edgar Cayce, with his timeless wisdom, elucidated a fundamental truth: energy invariably flows where intention is directed. Consequently, the very fabric of your surroundings can either act as a vibrant conduit, channeling and amplifying that intended energy, or as an insidious obstruction, subtly yet effectively blocking its natural current. Imagine a river. A clean, unobstructed path allows for a powerful, consistent flow, while a dam or debris field stifles it. Your environment functions much the same way. When you consciously cultivate a harmonious, meticulously organized environment, meticulously infused with a deliberate, positive intention, it transcends mere space. It metamorphoses into a potent magnet, inexorably drawing prosperity and opportunities into your sphere. Every seemingly insignificant adjustment, every thoughtful choice, from decluttering a corner to curating inspiring visuals, contributes to crafting a sacred space where nascent opportunities don't just survive, but truly flourish and thrive. When you adopt the profound perspective of treating your entire life as a vibrant, living, breathing garden, replete with its cycles of growth and renewal, you are not merely wishing for a better future. You are actively setting an impeccably fertile stage for abundance to manifest, not as some distant, elusive dream, forever just beyond your grasp, but as a tangible, palpable reality that you can witness, touch, and savor. Remember this profound truth: abundance, in its infinite forms, is not hiding, it is actively awaiting your acknowledgement. The universe, in its boundless capacity, is perpetually listening, an unseen but ever-present witness to your innermost desires and outer declarations. Every positive thought you harbor, every intentional action you undertake, and indeed, every consistent repetition of a potent affirmation acts as a powerful beacon, drawing you incrementally closer, almost inexorably, to the very life you profoundly desire. Taking the first step, the profound wisdom gifted to us by Edgar Cayce did not merely endure through decades, nay, centuries, of human history as a relic of the past. It has patiently, persistently waited for this precise, pivotal moment, the moment when you consciously decide to step forward and unequivocally claim the profound prosperity that is not merely desired, but is rightfully, inherently yours. The very first step on this transformative journey is disarmingly simple, yet incredibly powerful. Write it down, commit your intention to paper, giving it a physical anchor in your reality. Say it out loud, articulate your desire, allowing its vibrational frequency to resonate not just through your ears, but through every cell of your being and into the surrounding air. Feel it in your heart. Most critically, internalize this truth, allowing the affirmation to permeate the very core of your emotional and energetic self. Utter these words. Imbue them with conviction. I welcome abundance into my life now. From this very moment forward, the magnificent journey toward a life overflowing with abundance truly begins. Each deliberate choice you make, each conscious step you take, serves as vital nourishment, reinforcing the delicate yet potent seed of prosperity that has now been ceremoniously planted within you. You are no longer relegated to merely hoping for prosperity, a passive wish cast into the wind. Instead, you are now actively, dynamically creating it, shaping your destiny with every thought and deed. And as you diligently continue to align your deepest thoughts, your purest intentions, and your most conscious actions, you will not only witness but deeply comprehend that abundance is not some arduous, distant goal eternally hovering on the horizon. Rather, it reveals itself as a natural, inevitable outcome of living in profound harmony with the immutable, universal laws that govern existence itself. A holistic vision of abundance. Edgar Cayce, through his remarkable insights, unequivocally demonstrated that true abundance is far more expansive than commonly perceived. It is inherently holistic, beautifully attainable by all, and perpetually ever-present, woven into the very fabric of reality. It transcends the simplistic accumulation of mere money or material possessions. Instead, it encompasses the profound richness of living a life imbued with deep meaning, overflowing with authentic joy, and brimming with boundless opportunity for growth and contribution. By wholeheartedly embracing his transformative teachings, by diligently practicing daily affirmations that reprogram your subconscious, and by intentionally aligning your physical environment and your daily actions with these potent prosperity principles, you are not just opening a door. You are flinging wide the grand gates to a future that is not merely abundant in a conventional sense, but truly extraordinary in its scope and splendor. Your abundant future is not waiting to be created, it is primed and ready to gloriously unfold before you. The universe, a vast and benevolent intelligence, stands poised and ready to respond to your every clear intention and heartfelt declaration. All that is genuinely required of you is to take that very first conscious, deliberate step today. Declare it, feel it, and most importantly, act on it with unwavering conviction. I welcome abundance into my life now. Let these powerful, resonant words be not just a whisper, but the incandescent spark that ignites your magnificent journey into a life of truly limitless possibilities.